My thoughts on Fresh Prep, the food delivery service. Hey everyone, welcome to Jewel's Galaxy. My name is Jewel, and I'm going to be talking about the food delivery service called Fresh Prep. Alright, so I'm on the Fresh Prep website right now, and I have been using Fresh Prep for at least 3 years. I'm going to go over how it works, the pros and cons, what to look out for, and I'm going to show you an actual order that I'm going to place that will arrive for next week. So before I go into it, I know that there are some of you out there that just wants the $45 off your first order. And if you are interested in that, head down to the description below. I will have my link there for you. That link will get you an extra $45 off your first order. So you can check that out down below. Okay, so this is how the dashboard looks when you sign up. It's fairly simple and easy to use. I will say that there are a lot of choices, and I will go through my thought process on how I make my choices. So this is a future order that's coming up, and this is kind of what it looks like as a standard. So it's coming up December 8th. It's 2025 at the time of filming this video, December, almost Christmas. And what it does is it puts in 2 meals already beforehand for you. Now, before I go in and actually do my order, a couple of things here on the left-hand side. You'll see here, future order. This is for delivery of Monday, December 8th, and I have until December 3rd, Wednesday evening at 11:59 to make changes. Otherwise, this will be the order if I don't skip it. Now, another question you might be having is, what if I'm going on holidays, or what if I don't feel like the orders? That's no problem at all. You would just click on change delivery, and you can either skip for this week or change your delivery date. I typically have my deliveries come on Monday evenings. That works best for me. I chose not to have it on the weekends because I might be out and I prefer to be home to receive the food. I know that they put it in a cooler bag and stuff, but I prefer to get it in the fridge right away. And yes, there have been times where I have been out on a Monday evening and then they delivered it, and it's fine because it is in a cooler bag. But just for me, as a person, I prefer to receive it and put it in the fridge right away. And I've gone on many trips where I just skip it. How I keep on top of everything is on Tuesday evenings is in my calendar. I always set, okay, go through Fresh Prep. Like Fresh Prep is a task for myself on Tuesdays to complete so that I don't forget and an order comes out that I didn't want to. And so it is an actual task every week. And like I said, if you click on delivery date, these are the delivery days and times. I chose Mondays, and it says between 6 and 9, but it's typically the same, like based on your location. So they typically arrive at 7:30 for me. All right, so you can see here with these 2 meals here that the total order is $59. They do also have like a rewards program where for every 2,000 points is $20 off, and sometimes they'll do like bonus points, or if you order like 10 weeks in a row, you'll get an extra 1,000 points or something like that. They're usually running some extra bonus points, and if you spend over a certain amount of points, you get even more points. And so I recently just had like 6,000 or 7,000 points, and then I used $40 to get like rewards to get $40 off my previous order. So that's kind of like the initial. Now let's go into the actual menu and food and ordering. So you just click on edit order. Now I'm gonna warn you, there's like a lot of stuff to choose from, so don't get overwhelmed. I'll share my strategy and what I kind of do for my weekly Fresh Prep order. And I have pretty much been ordering weekly from Fresh Prep for 3 years now. So you can see it is holidays, so they do have a lot of these, holiday dinners and stuff, and you can see that you get extra, points if you order them. My sister is actually going to be ordering this one, the Holiday Turkey Feast, a little bit closer to Christmas for our annual Christmas party. So they'll usually have like holiday stuff right here up at the top. Down here, you might not notice it, but it says view more. So there's actually more than what you see on these two current lines. So just be aware of that. If I click on more, you can see that there were 4 more items here. So what I typically do is I go over to the ready to cook, and this is also based on my week. So what do I mean by that? Well, I take a look at my week and like what's happening in my week. Do I have a lot of meetings? Will I have time to cook? Because these are the ready to cook ones, so you do actually have to make them. They're not already made for you. So generally what I do is I take a look at my calendar and my week and I'm like, okay, will I have time to cook some meals? And typically I will choose 1 to 2 meals for the ready to cook. These, in my opinion, are the best tasting meals. And what I like about them, and I'll show you when the delivery arrives, is you have all of the ingredients ready to go. And everything is exact. So the exact amount of spices, exact amount of portions, there's no like leftovers or extras or anything. That's one of the reasons why I like Fresh Prep, is because, when you go to the grocery store and you have a recipe and you'll buy all the items, but for example, celery is a perfect example. Usually for a recipe, you need like 1 or 2 sticks of the celery, but then you have the whole thing and then it just sits there and it rots in the fridge. I absolutely hate that. So that's one of the reasons why I like Fresh Prep, is like everything is the exact portion that you're supposed to have and there's like no extra waste. So what I do is I go through and I choose between 1 to 2 meals for the ready to cook for the week. So I'm gonna choose this one right here, the steak frites and red wine sauce. I've had this many times before and I love it. I love the steak with the wine sauce, the fries, and the dip is just so good. So I'm gonna add that. And then I'm going to click the minus button on these ones right here because I don't want these ones. I don't want the sticky teriyaki, and then I don't want the creamy chicken penne. And I also like that these meals are different every week. So if you don't like eating the same thing over and over again, or you don't know what to cook, then this kind of takes the guesswork out of that. Now you will have these options here within the recipe. So you can see here it's got the flat iron steak. I typically like to get extra meat for my protein, so I will do an additional, it is an additional cost, but I'm okay with that. And the minimum spend right now, I'm in Canada, so the minimum spend is $59. I'm not sure if it's even different region by region. I'm in Vancouver. So I've chosen one and I'll just scroll through and I'll see if I, like certain things. I typically will choose things that are high protein, lower in calorie. I will say that a downside to Fresh Prep is some of the meals do have really high calories, so you will need to pay attention to that. So, for example, if you click on the name of the recipe, this will pop up here and it will show a description of everything, the ingredients, and then if you want to see the nutrition. So here it's at 620 and this meal yields 30 grams of protein, and it's probably going to be, it might be more because we got the larger steak. So you can see the nutritional info and also the cooking steps as well. So just, I'm aware of, some meals can get really high in calories, so I typically don't choose the ones that are closer to 1,000 calories. Most of the meals are very tasty, very flavorful. These ones, the ready to cook. I will comment on the other ones afterwards. I'm just going to go through and just take a look here and see if anything is appealing to me, or if I have a busy week, I might not have time to cook 2 meals and I might only have time to cook 1 meal and I've got to choose some other things that are more ready to go. So let's say I want to do that. I only want 1 meal for the week. Like you can get as many meals as you want. You can go 2, 3, 4. The most I'll typically do is 2 of the ready to cook meals just because of the time that I have during the week. I'm usually quite busy during the weekdays and weekends. So now let's go on to the next, which is ready to eat. These are pre-made meals, ready to go, all cooked. You just need to warm them up. Now, these obviously are helpful because they're already made and ready to go and you just need to warm them up. But I will say on the flavor profile, they aren't as flavorful as the ready to cook, like the ones that you make. Keep that in mind. I do typically need to add like some extra, salt and pepper and stuff, but it does save you time because you just need to warm them up and then boom, you're ready to go. These are very easy to take into the office, on the go. And these also change as well. These are all new recipes every week. And these are some of the salads as well. You can get salads with either egg or the chicken. The salads are hit and miss. Some are really good, some are not so good. You gotta try out the different salads. I don't typically get the salads from here. Next is Best Sellers. I've really been enjoying these gyozas. There is usually chicken gyoza, but looks like there's only beef. Oh, here's a chicken one over here. Let me just go back to Best Sellers. So these are like the best-selling items, and you can see that you can also get eggs as well. They also have like a grocery department too, which they're, like it's like an all-in-one. And it is very helpful because it saves you a lot of time. That's one of the reasons why I use Fresh Prep is because, typically when you go to the grocery store, like here in Vancouver, you try going to Costco, it's like a nightmare trying to get into the parking lot and then the lines and just, for me, I don't enjoy going to the grocery store at all. So that's one of the reasons why I use Fresh Prep. And I'm going to add on this ravioli with a vodka sauce. I've had this 3 times now and I can also add some sliced beef to this or some chicken or add a meat to it. So that's really convenient. And like I said, I've been loving the chicken gyozas. So I'm gonna get those too. And you can add like multiples of them. You don't have to just get 1, you can get 2. And again, if you want to go more into it, just click on the view more because there are more items within that category. And then all I do is just scroll down. I do have a budget that I stick to. I like to keep it under $100, typically the $80 range per week. I'll be attending some Christmas parties, so I'm probably gonna get like a charcuterie thing. You can see that they even have like a, beef tenderloin roast. Some of these are really cool, like when you having a gathering or a party. Keep scrolling, we have season specials, so there's some treats. I don't typically get these kinds of things. I don't get like a coffee cake or chocolates. I won't get the eggnog or anything like that. And then you have what's new to the market. Some of these things are repeating. This is the salads area. We've got here the quick meals. I recently got this, the Japanese miso ramen. I'll have to try that. I'll let you know when the next clip, when the food arrives, if it tasted good or not. You can see they also got some snacks here, dips. It's like an all-in-one. It's like digital grocery delivered to you. You got some specific breakfast items. I also got these holiday French crepes. I don't typically get these things, but it's holiday, so I wanted to try it out. And they've got some produce, so if you want to get some fruits and vegetables, like even the cantaloupe, it's already cut up for you, and everything is fresh. Everything is fresh, mostly local. The food quality I like. More grocery items. And then, I used to have these chicken skewers all the time. Like, pop them into the oven, boom, you're ready to go. I'm gonna get some of the sliced beef to add to that pasta and make for, a quick, nice dish. So you can see they have a lot, right? And it's very easy to just go like, yeah, I want that, I want that, I want that. Sometimes I do go over, you know, so you see some things that you really want to try. You can see they got snacks, like they have lots of stuff, and I'm not even showing it fully because I'm not going into the view more. And we keep going, we got some beverages. I don't typically get any of these beverages. And then you got the sale items. So I'm usually perusing in the sale, what's on sale, office friendly. And then that's about it. We just went through the whole thing. There's obviously more within each, but you can see that there is a lot to choose from. And when you're done, all you need to do is just click save order. If for whatever reason you're like, oh no, I don't want that, you can just click the up arrow here and you can see like all your items, and you can go minus minus if you don't want it anymore or add some more. So I kept it pretty simple this week, and I'm going to click save order. And once you click save order, it's going to show here under the future order right back to where we were in the beginning. You can see that I've got the meal here, and then I've got 3 items down here. And so in the next clip, I will show you when I receive that order and, you know, what it looks like to receive a Fresh Prep order. All right, so just received the Fresh Prep delivery here Monday evening. So this is what the bag typically looks like. There are different sizes, so it depends on like how much stuff you get. This one is like one of their smaller bags, and there's like a medium one, and there's like even an even bigger one. So it really just depends on how much stuff you order. Your recipe cards will be here, so remember, I got the steak frites and red wine sauce, and this is one of my favorite dishes. It looks really good, so it has, you know, all the nutritional facts, the ingredients list here, and then the cooking instructions. If you ever, you know, lose this, or this gets wet, or they forget or something, when you go to your dashboard, they will have a digital version on there. Okay, so let's open the bag. So this is one of those cooler bags, so it can technically be left out for a bit. We've got the pasta sauce all packaged up. We've got a salad that goes with the dish here. We've got those chicken gyozas. We've got a 2-pack here. These are pretty much like you just need to steam them. And then some dishes, they come like this. So they come in a like reusable container, you know, to save on waste. And this is the steak frites. Not all of them will come like this. It'll be labeled whether it's in a, you know, a reusable container. And let me just quickly open it up so you can see that it's got everything in here. It's got the sauce, the onions are already cut up, the potato, the sauce, the garlic, and there's some other stuff in there. Here's the potato. So everything is like being measured out for you. Then they typically put the frozen stuff in a pouch like this. So in here we've got the ravioli pasta that goes with this sauce. And then we've got the sliced beef that I actually wanted for the pasta. And then we've got the strip loin steak to go with that main dish. All right, so I just unpacked everything. I have my recipe card that I usually put away. And then you can just store this bag away on the side. And then for your next delivery, you put it outside, and then they actually take your old bag. So when they did the delivery, they delivered this new one, and then they took the old bag as well. So you don't have like a whole stack up of bags. So I'm super excited to make this dish. Like I mentioned, it's one of my favorites. I've probably ordered this, I don't know, like 10 times now. I do recommend trying out Fresh Prep. If you are interested in getting the coupon code by using my link, you can head down to the description below. I will have that link for you. I would say try it out. See if it fits your lifestyle. See if it works for you. See if it saves you time. I mean, that's why I started using Fresh Prep, is to save me time. Also to save on waste, because everything is exact. And like I mentioned, I've been using them for 2-3 years now. All right, so time for my Jules Gems rating of Fresh Prep. I give Fresh Prep a Jules Gems rating of 8 out of 10. I like it, it's convenient, it saves me time, and I do actually recommend it to friends and family. Head down to the description if you are interested in trying and let me know if you liked it or not. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you are subscribed and I'll see you in the next video. Okay, here we go. Here is the dish ready to go. It's all done. No, there's no extra ingredients left over. It's like the perfect meal. And like I mentioned, this is one of my favorites. So I am so excited to dig in.